Hey US friends, this is for all the leaders challenged with listening, especially when you feel like you're already on information overload. This graph from Warren Berger's book, A More Beautiful Question, has been a great visual for me to see the challenge of being a smart and resourceful adult. It is a result of research done with kids from birth to 18 and shows how our methods for gathering and exploring information change as we grow up. Did you know kids between the ages of 2 and 5 ask 40,000 questions? I'm guessing there's some parents out there of young children who know this personally. Then what happens? Then we learn how to read and write, and our need for asking questions to learn kind of starts going away. I often look at this and wonder what my line looks like as compared to a younger me. Does the question line go up? Honestly, it doesn't. And yet I know that when I truly listen to people face to face, I can hear and sense so much more information versus reading an email or over-processing that rabbit hole question. Why did they do that? Here are 3 tips to make your questions have a bigger impact. Tip number 1, focus on creating a space where productive listening can happen. In EOS, we talk about L10 meetings, same page meetings, and quarterly conversations. All are designed to minimize distractions so productive listening can happen. And we do that by having set times in rooms with no distractions and having a set agenda. Tip number 2, use powerful questions. The goal is not necessarily to ask more questions, just ask more powerful questions. For example, at a quarterly conversation, instead of asking, "How's it going?" ask, "How have I made your job easier this quarter? And how have I made it harder?" The goal is to find powerful questions that give you good information and ask those over and over again. Tip number 3, take notes. If you hear or sense something, write it down, especially if you commit to a follow-up action. This will also help you retain critical information and will naturally lead to you asking clarifying questions. My final tip around asking more powerful questions is for an often overlooked but critical event, the onboarding of a new team member. I have a tool that I developed years ago and have shared it with thousands of leaders, and it is called the Team Member Fact Sheet. It is simple. You fill it out as the leader, give it to your new hire, and ask them to fill it out so you can review it with them at your next meeting. This simple action, when coupled with a great onboarding plan, will increase the success and effectiveness of a new hire. I challenge you to think about this graph, and instead of making your question line go up, focus your energy on asking more powerful questions that will help you lead both the work and the people entrusted to you. So go lead with more powerful questions.